Hi everyone, it's Loomer. Welcome to my early guide for the new corruption game mode. I actually really love this game mode a lot. To kind of just break it down really quickly, it's divided up into 3 rounds, and you're divided into teams of the corrupted and the uncorrupted. And it's kind of set up in a way so that everyone will start out as the corrupted for 1 round, and then the other 2 rounds you should be the uncorrupted. So you can see right here, it starts off with 2 people. It's going to be either 2 or 3 people as the corrupted, and everyone else is uncorrupted. And when you're on kind of like the defense side, like I am right now, you get points depending on how many people are corrupted. So right now there's a low number of people that are corrupted, so you only get 20 points every few seconds. And you also get proximity bonuses based on if the corrupted people are near you. You'll get some extra points as time goes on. And so as kind of like a guide for playing this mode, I recommend that you set up 2 profile sets. One that's going to be your defense round when you're hiding from the corrupted, like I am right now, and one for when you're hunting down all the uncorrupted people. Once you get killed, you get turned into a corrupted person, and the round will end once everyone gets corrupted, or until it runs down to the end. So I've started out in a defensive, uncorrupted state here, and so what I've been using for that is Smoke Bomb and Morph, and this is for a few reasons. This is really designed to keep me alive as long as possible. And so the nice thing about Morph is that once you use it, as you can see right there, it takes effect, and then the cooldown starts counting down already. And so you're benefiting from the effects of Morph even while it's even while its cooldown is resetting. Okay, so I stunned this guy. I tried to run away, but I got kind of caught between him and the tree, so instead I threw my smoke bomb. I thought I had caught all 3 of them in that smoke bomb. I'd only caught 2, but I got lucky in that the 3rd guy for some reason just ran away, and so now I'm just booking it out of there. I've gotten like pretty much all the points I could out of that, and I'm just trying to get away. Unfortunately, I'm a little slow here. I thought almost got through the chase breaker, but this guy ends up catching me, and now I'm going to turn into the corrupted, and I'm going to try to hunt down the last couple people. Yeah, and at this point, there's only 1 guy left, and he's really far away, and you can see 3 people are hunting him down there, so I'm not even going to bother. This guy is as good as dead, so I'm fumbling with my mic here. I'm trying to join this party. I'm trying to find my mic and plug it in, and by the time I get out of this menu, it turns out that the round's already over, and I'm going to switch over to the next round. Okay, so this is a round where I start as the corrupted. And you'll notice actually on the right, there's 2 bombardiers in that list. That's actually a bug that we'll come back to later. If you look at the upper right, this D. Huffman guy is supposed to be a sentinel. If you look at other places in the coast, there's some weird bug that's going on. Anyway, so as my hunting set, I'm not as confident about this as I am with the defensive set. So if you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to leave comments on the video. But right now I'm using firecrackers in case they're hiding or using morph, so I can pick them out, and disguise so that I can approach them, because you're always the count. The corrupted is always the count. It's kind of a nod to the Vlad the Impaler roots. Okay, so this guy, I managed to kill the sentinel, which is the correct persona, even though the portrait said it was a bombardier, just kind of purely out of luck. And so I don't really know exactly what was going on there. There's not supposed to be 2 bombardiers in this match. You're supposed to all be separate characters when you're uncorrupted. But somehow, luckily, I managed to get it right, the guy. This guardian tries to stun the other count that walked by to the right, and I take advantage of that for the incognito here. It's actually pretty funny. When you're hunting like this, you're in it. It's kind of like a team mode. Like you have kind of teammates that you're all hunting down these other people. But this mode is still free for all. It's really unique to the game. There's nothing that's really quite like it. And so, what you actually want to do in order to you want to maximize your own score. You're not trying to maximize any sort of team score. So what you want to do is all those bad habits that you kind of pick up, that you try to avoid doing in team games in a team mode. You want to do them here. You want to be a bad teammate. You want to be kind of a dick to everyone else. You want to kill steal. You want to make sure you're the one getting the points. So it's actually kind of a funny dynamic, and it ends up being kind of funny. So in that situation earlier, my teammate throwing knifed him, and I should have just run up and killed him for like a reckless, or chase kill, honestly. But I ended up getting the grounded with greater variety, so I'm not too that's not too bad. The other thing that's interesting is you hit sudden death once there's one person left, and so if there's more than a minute left, the game will that round will suddenly drop down to 1 minute left, and so everyone is just hunting one last person, and for that person they will receive so right now I have medium corruption, which is 40 points every few seconds. When it goes to sudden death, that last person gets 120 points like really quickly with every tick, and so it's really a time to get a lot of high scoring, a lot of points. You're not really, all your points from this mode, like the vast majority of them are going to come from the round when you're uncorrupted. You're not going to get that many points when you're the corrupted person hunting the uncorrupted, because it's hard to stalk your targets and get good kills like silent or incognito kills before your teammates end up stealing your kill. And also, I mean, there's a finite amount of people that that you can kill before the round is over. So even if you kill like every single person, every single uncorrupted person, which you won't. This guy, I could tell he had no idea what was going on, so I just went over and stunned him for an easy escape. But even if you kill like every uncorrupted person yourself, which you won't, and you get like good high scoring kills on them, you're still not going to get as many points as you might be able to if you play a really good defensive game. So I'm using morph and smoke here, and so the idea is that I'm going to activate my morph pretty much as soon as possible, and you just want to read situations and make sure you keep yourself alive. So right here I see 2 counts. It'd be really easy for me to run out and stun one of them for a naked stun, but I know that would just get me killed from the other counts. But then one of them kills a civilian, and so I realize, okay, so I can go over and I can naked stun the other count, and because the other guy just lost his contract, he won't be able to kill me, and so I can stun him immediately after. And then after I've stunned both of them, I just immediately run away. You don't want to get into a situation where if you happen to catch like 3 counts in a smoke bomb, you don't want to try to like stun 2 of them and just say, okay, well I stunned 2 and the third one can just kill me. It's not like that. If you want to get a good score in this mode, you really need to stay alive. And so if you catch a bunch of people in a smoke bomb and you know there's no way to stun, more than one without getting killed, then just run away. That's really kind of the real key to scoring really well in this mode. So I'm kind of balancing out these abilities. I'm trying to time it so that I activate my morph as soon as possible. That keeps me alive for a while, and then I can fall back on my smoke bomb if I run into a bad situation with the morph, if I've given myself away. And then by that time my morph should be back available, and so it's kind of like I'm trying to time these abilities so that I always kind of have one. I almost, that stun right there almost cost me my life. I was actually just trying to hold B to like auto bash, but I ended up stunning the civilian, and I've done that a lot lately, and it's really gotten me killed a lot of times. Anyway, so I'm trying to time these 2 abilities. They work really well together in this mode to try to keep me alive, so I can get as many of these high corruption and proximity bonuses as I can, picking up stuns along the way. Now, this is where it all kind of goes wrong for me in this match. That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect for catching him in the smoke to stun him, except he landed against the back of that bombardier, which kept him out of the smoke bomb. And then I went over to stun him, and he just killed me, so that kind of sucked. And Esco actually at this point has joined the match, and poor Esco has just has just spawned into the game, right into Whispers, immediately in front of me. And I noticed that the guy on the left had was affected by blenders, so I knew he was the one on the right, so I just went over and killed him. Now this last guy, I'm gonna chase after him, but I'm not really confident I'm gonna kill him in time for the end of the match. And it turns out I'm not gonna be able to, so I mean that pretty much does it for the end of the game. So like I said before, I really love this mode because you have a strong incentive to try to be the last man standing. It leads to some really, really tense situations, like some of the most tense moments I think I've ever had in like an Assassin's Creed game, because you'll have these situations where it's like you have 5 counts like converging, all trying to kill you, and like if you can somehow elude them and get away, you'll get a lot of points, and it's also really, really rewarding and satisfying. So I really highly recommend you check out this mode. I think it works out really well with everything in Assassin's Creed. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it helpful, and look for more from me very soon. Okay, bye.